Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 1st to the 15th, 2021 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Libra, November 1st to the 15th, 2021, Libra. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, angels and spirit guides. All right, so these three. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, goodness. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. At our bottom here, at the bottom is our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. If we're born on the cusp with Virgo, or we have Virgo within our natal chart, this is going to come through as a rooting energy, meaning that a lot of our decisions is going to be made from that sphere within our natal chart. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing around us. And we have the Sun. So the Sun is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. So happiness, success, prosperity, abundance really comes in. We then have the Messenger of Earth, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming into play. We're going to get messages about what grounds us in our inner selves and what moves us forward to what it is that we desire. We then have the Five of Earth, which is the circle of life. Now, we can be thinking about the circle of life quite a lot during this time, but there's also the sense in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's the poverty mentality. It's the sense of, it's a very nihilistic view. It's like almost, why does it matter? Like, I'm never going to get to the place that I want to be. And what Spirit is saying here is like at the center of it all, we have the little bunnies right here. There is hope and prosperity, and there is bounty that we're nurturing. And also we ourselves, we have the hair here with the the nipples out, so there's a sense of this, I am feeding and I am bringing to maturity that which is so important to me, and it might not be ready to come out of the nest right now, meaning that this power within me, or this destiny that I have, or this passion or this desire might not be ready to come forward right now, but it is coming, and it will be here before everything falls away. But there's also a connection with this card with our ancestors, with a sense of the building and the beginning and the gaining of an understanding. Then we have our emotional self. We have the universe coming forward. So we have the world opening in a way that just is beyond the world. It's like beyond limitations come come forward within us. And there's a sense of, I can move forward this way. I will be going after this. We then have, we have the Empress, which is a sense of, I'm claiming this throne, I'm claiming my voice. And it's a sense of, I lost this along the way. And I don't know how I lost this, but I have. And then we have the High Priestess. I mean, our hearts are astoundingly powerful, and our hearts are where a lot of the power is going to be held during this time, because these are all major arcana cards. We can argue that yes, at our root they're all major arcana cards, but this is just the major arcana deck, so there would be nothing but major arcana cards at our root. At our heart, we have all the cards to choose from. Spirit had all the cards to bring forward, and what they have here is this beautiful coming together of sacred feminine energy. What they have here is a sense of, I'm seeing beyond the veil, but I'm also seeing a greater power within myself. Nobody's going to, well, let's rephrase. It's not nobody's going to underestimate me. It's that this isn't the time for me to underestimate myself. And it also is a time for me to embrace the power of femininity, the power of the sacred feminine within me that guides me, that leads me forward, that helps me, evolve and see and become. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune coming through again in the public arena. Fate is on our side, but fate is also taking the reign in a lot of things. So there's this repeat of the number 10. Something is coming to the completion of a cycle. Then we have the Page of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If we have that fire sign energy in our natal chart, it has a very strong power in the public arena. We're going to tend to be a student during this time. There's a lot that we're learning about the public arena, about the way that we want to move forward. And there's a sense of, we need to rest. We need to recuperate. We need to respect ourselves. We need to not push so hard that we just wind up burning out. That's going to be really important for us during this time, but that's also going to be really important for us in life in general. Let's look at the energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And this is the King of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is somebody using emotional manipulation, and this is somebody who has a tendency to have like this big booming voice. I just see it as, you almost would describe this person as a barrel of a man. Like there's just a sense, or their voice just booms like it was shouted in a barrel. I don't know why that's coming forward, but there is this powerful sense of, we cannot let their depiction of our emotions or their description of our emotions define our emotions during this time. And we also have to not let, during this time, Libra, our emotions get the best of us and run away with us. It moves us to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. The I Am Presence, which is absolutely one of my favorite cards. It's my favorite card in the chakra energies. It's the crown chakra, and it's crowning ourselves with our I Am Presence. The I am. I am enough. I am powerful. I am bountiful. I am gifted. I am serene. I am accepting of who I am and what I want and what I desire. So the I Am Presence comes forward. This is also going to be a time for us to acknowledge the negativity that we also are, the negative that we also have inside of us. I am stressed. I am overwhelmed. I am underappreciated. I feel invisible. Not even like I am invisible. We can almost feel that way. There's a sense of I am, guilt-ridden. I am overworked, underappreciated. Because when we start to say these things, and people say, why do you say the negative, Dane, as well as the positive? Because the positive, it's always easy to agree with it, or to say, okay, I have to work on that, or oh, I have to work on that. But when we say the negative, it's like, oh, yeah, okay. Like, I feel that way. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I'm invisible. I feel like my voice doesn't matter. I feel like, all this. And I don't want that to be the crown that I am wearing. I want my crown to be one of gold and diamonds and sapphires and rubies and just this precious, beautiful, emeralds that shine and this absolute expanse of being. I want to be crowned with something that would make kings and queens take in their breath, because it is the glory that is me. And here, it's like, how do I embrace that I am journey? How do I embrace this sense of, this is who I am, this is what I desire, want, need, embrace within my life? And it moves us to the Hermit. It moves us to the sense of, turn inward. You're fiercer than you think. The boar, and we might not know this, but the boar, especially in medieval times, when you would have like a boar hunt or something like that, it was one of the fiercest animals that you could possibly imagine. It was astoundingly fierce. It could get, the leg of a knight or a person who was hunting, and it could get one of the main arteries, and it was astoundingly dangerous. They're also nasty animals. So here, there is the sense of, as we turn inward, we find that fierceness within us. We find that, power and determination and focus and ferocity, and it moves us to everything changing. We feel our soul changing. We feel ourselves changing. We feel ourselves entering into this new season of being, this new season of what we desire, this new season of where we are. The wheel of fortune opens up, and we see this change coming forward. We see ourselves being guided more and more. We're also entering into a new season. We're going to think that, we're going to feel like we're on a roller coaster ride at times, and it's going to feel as if I can't keep up with everything. Spirit is saying you don't have to keep up with everything. You just have to know that everything is there. Everything is there, and things will wait. The sun shines in. There's beauty, there's prosperity, there's success, there's bounty, there's abundance coming forward. Take it, seize it. Do not let this time slip through our fingers, because there's a sense here of true happiness. There's a sense of contentment. When the sun shines, we get to shine with it. And so that becomes the game changer. The sun also instills jealousy from others, brings jealousy from others. They want to take us by eyes. They want to say, oh no, you can't have that. It gets to be mine. And what Spirit is saying here is like, no, stop. Stop. Do not let others rob your sun. Do not let others rob your joy. Do not let them think that there is only a finite amount of joy to go around and that you can't have it, because that's not true. It moves us to the messenger of earth. There is something beautiful that comes forward, and it's something rather Christmassy or whatever holiday you celebrate. And there is a sense of joy around it. It's like this message is a gift. This message is a gift. It connects us with what we prosperously want, desire, need, how we want to move forward within our lives. But it also brings us to that place of glee when we were a small child, that place of wonderment, that place of happiness, that place of contentment. And that starts to change things for us, because it has us looking at this poverty mentality, but it also has us looking at the circle of life and existence, and the fact that, we can't always be on the high note, even though, television and social media makes us think that we can be. What Spirit is saying here is like, ground yourself, understand yourself, and stop with lack. Because we might not be able to have everything. We might not be able to go to the store and just, spend money like it's water. Very few people in the world can ever do that. But what we do have here is a sense of worth, and a sense of powerful understanding, and a sense of, this is who I am. And we might come with baggage. Everybody comes with baggage. But what we are also coming with is this sense of, everything that I've been through has forged who I am and has helped guide me to the place that I need to be, soul, spirit, and self. And so this becomes the game changer. And as this becomes the game changer, as we look at that poverty mentality, which could come from our childhood, there could always have been money issues, when we were growing up. It could come from a relationship we were in. We could have been absolutely great with money, and then we met this one person, and we weren't great with money anymore. They gave us a lot of doubts, a lot of insecurities, a lot of chaos around there. Now, with the universe, there is this real sense of the world opening to us. The world opening to us in a very real way, a very powerful way. It's within our heart. Why? Because we're looking at the poverty and we're saying, that isn't what I'm crowning myself with anymore. It's not a crown made of, tinfoil and tears. It is a crown made to be in awe of kings. Made for kings to awe. And so here, when the universe opens to us, as we start to see ourselves as this ephemeral being that isn't held back, that isn't defined one way or another, we start to see ourselves stepping into something that is quite extraordinary, that becomes our ordinary. And that becomes more than we realized, more than we knew we wanted, and absolutely the power and the insight that guides us. And it leads us to claiming our throne, claiming our passion, claiming our power, but also claiming a part of us we didn't know we silenced, we didn't know we thought was worthless, or we didn't know was robbed from us. So here with the Empress, there is the sense of nurturing. There is the sense of birthing something forward into the world, bringing something forward into the world that wasn't there before. And as we do so, we embrace our power, but we also embrace our ability to move forward. We embrace our ability to go after new things, discover new bounties, new insights, new ideas, and it leads us to the High Priestess, where the veil is lifted from our eyes, where we start to see things with a lot more openness and honesty, where we start to see people with a lot more openness and honesty. The veil is lifted. We see what is there and not just what we want to see. And that becomes the game changer, because our hearts are telling us the truth. Whether we want to hear it, we want to see it, or we don't, our hearts are telling us this way forward, this power to guide us, this sense of who we are and where we need to be and how we're developing. And this is going to be a time where there's a lot more power coming forward. There's a lot more sacred feminine energy coming forward than we might even know what to deal with there, or how to deal with. There is also a sense of us becoming comfortable within our own bodies, within our own sensuality, within our own desires for life and for creation and for development. Not meaning that we have to, give birth to anything or ever have. What it means is that we start to see ourselves as beings that are able to create, beings that are able to nourish ideas and, art and discovery and science and insights and, push open or push through barriers. And it gives us this place, and it gives us this being that so much more than what we thought of is being brought to the table. And that becomes the game changer in the public arena. That becomes the time where we start to see things so differently, where we start to see things so powerfully, where we start to move forward in insight and development. And we start to say, fate has a part of it. Yes, fate has a trajectory for me or a plan for me, but I have this coming together with my fate. I have this sense of being able to ride the waves and see the changes and understand the chaos that is around me, the chaos of existence, and really own that. And it brings us to this place with the Page of Wands of being innocent, yes, but of also being joyful and being expressionary and, being able to embrace what we desire and know that there isn't this hold saying I have to be this or that. I can start to discover. I can start to, open up the door. We're becoming students inwardly of our prosperity. We're having ideas of, how to call forward wealth or what we value as much as money. But we're also having ideas of how to move forward in our careers, how to move forward in what we want, in the way that we're developing, in the way that we're, pushing boundaries. And it brings us to the Four of Swords. So as all of this is coming forward, we're going to think, act instantaneously, act now. And Spirit is saying, but also first, we have to look at the hurts and the pains that we have been through, and we have to honor the road that we have been on. Maybe not wait so long that we forget what we're going to act for or what we're going to go after, but acknowledging the fact that maybe we're going to put ourselves in a bit of a vulnerable situation. Maybe we're going to start something that has to do with our insecurities, that has to do with healing and reflection and greater understanding, and be calm and be gentle with yourself as you develop, because we're going to tend to want to say instantaneous, go after it, embrace that new season, embrace what needs to be developed, don't think about it too much, just go. And Spirit's saying here, in the public arena, think about it, understand that things are going to come forward that might be triggering, that might be upsetting, that have to do with things that we have been through in the past that we might think, oh well, that was horrible. And yet Spirit is saying that's one of the reasons that you got to where you are, and that's a profound part of your story. No part of our story, some stories are, and some people have absolutely horrific stories to tell. And, you would say, why was that even part of our life and our existence? But we should never hate a part of ourselves and a part of our story and try to erase it, because we are warriors and we are survivors, and we are becoming, the Empress. We are becoming the ruler of our own existence, and the High Priestess, the person who sees beyond the smokes and the mirrors of life. And that is a gift, and that is power. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is Death card, Scorpio energy, secrets. We have to be mindful of secrets that we're keeping, secrets that others are keeping from us. But there's a real sense of be mindful of secrets, because they can really get out of hand. So just be aware of that. Our subconscious chakra energy is communication. We need to talk. As air sign energy, we need to talk, period, end of discussion. But also we need to talk, we need to communicate, we need to open ourselves up to Spirit, we need to open ourselves up to what we want and desire and how we need to move forward. Talking is going to be really important, and listening to really be able to communicate is going to be just as important. Our subconscious rooted energy is the Tower. Everything is changing. At our root, we were thrown out of our comfort zone. Do we land on our feet? Yeah, we have the sun. We have this beauty and this intensity coming forward. But the Tower, we've been for a ride that was intense, that was overwhelming, and that was at times corruptive. So being aware of that honoring that again within our journey, that's going to be really important. But also knowing that this is change. This is just simply divinity saying, I need to push you out of your comfort zone. And sometimes that is catastrophic, and sometimes it is just merely uncomfortable. It depends on where we are in our journey. So being aware of that is important. Our subconscious inner self is journey. Now, journey is the equivalent of temperance, Sagittarius energy, balance, instincts, understanding. Our journey is balancing us. It's like, is it the journey or the destination that matters? And what Spirit is saying here, it's the journey, it's the discovery, it's the way that we get to where we're supposed to be that forges us and shapes us. And so here we come into the balance of our understanding of our path and of where we want to be, where we need to be. Our subconscious emotional self is the Five of Cups. Change your mind and change your life. There's healing, beautiful love here. And yet what we're looking at is what we've lost. And that's not the way to claim our power. That's not the way to set ourselves free and embrace the universe. This will keep us small. But if we change our minds and we look at the Two of Cups, if we look at the unity and the love and the Minor Arcana Lovers card that is right behind us, that becomes the game changer. It moves us to our subconscious public arena self. And that's the Eight of Swords. This is us getting in our own head, and this is us cutting off everything before it can start. This is doubt, and this is fear, and this is chaos, and this is, wearing the wedding dress while we burn. I mean, that's great expectations, right? I always forget. Hamiston? Oh, goodness, I do forget her name again. From Great Expectations. It's the sense of, I cannot let my past be my cage. And I cannot let my doubt and my fear and my chaos and my hurt and my pain be the cage that I live in for my whole entire life. So many people do. So many people are define themselves by their failures. That's how they are defined. And Spirit is saying here, no, break the cage. Find out that you can walk through, that the bars aren't big, and that there is freedom, and there is freedom for you. All right. Okay. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the prosperity that is us. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Libra.